Sub YouTube. It's been a little bit since I gave like a update of what I'm currently going through. Where's my other AirPod? Right here. So I just went on a run right now, like a nice 30-minute run in the zone 2 cardio run, trying to improve that. And I usually park by this coffee shop. There's actually 2 coffee shops, which is really helpful. There's 2 coffee shops nearby where I'm parked right now, and I come here early in the morning before it gets full because, you know, free parking in Long Beach area in California is like super rare, right? Until like you have to pay most of the time. So I park here, I go on my run, I do 15 minutes one way, then I do 15 minutes coming back, just so, like, you know, I don't like do 30 minutes of running like to one direction and then I have to just walk back here. Just makes sense to go 15 minutes to whatever I land, and then I just time myself 15 minutes there, 15 minutes back. I go by the beach, like alongside the edge of the beach. It's like a little way, a little sidewalk where you can just run. But just got some coffee right now. Got a Americano, and it's new. I haven't tried it, you know, and it tastes okay. But this cookie graham marshmallow type latte is super good from this coffee shop, Steelhead. Really good coffee. I'm gonna give this one to my mom just because why not. And then this one I'm gonna just keep for myself because it's the one I ordered, and I don't think my mom's gonna like it. But we just got some coffee, went on a run, did some B-roll, some all that good stuff, and just I'm gonna take out my mom today, you know, because I've been seeing some progress with, you know, just all this content stuff, all this, you know, this coaching stuff. And I want to preface, it's not necessarily for fame, it's not necessarily for money, it's not necessarily for any of that materialistic stuff, because I just wholeheartedly just feel passionate about this, right? So it's been about a week since this one thing happened, and I want to update you guys. I've been doing content for about a year, right? It's been exactly a year since July of last year, and I made a shit ton of mistakes. I made so many mistakes. I was doing whatever. I was getting overweight at this point, like from last July to January. Like, it was me posting content about fitness, and I was getting overweight myself, saying I was in the dirty bulk, and that was just not the case. And so in January, I, you know, shredded down. I decided to do my first cut, intentional cut, where I actually try to keep my muscle and shred the fat, and it worked out well, right? Could I have done it much better? Yes, 110%. I couldn't have done it more efficiently. I could have done it way much better. But after what I've learned from the dirty bulk, after what I've learned from my first ever cut of trying to, you know, lose weight, I lost over 20 pounds in about, you know, 3 or 4 months, like 4 months, I'd say. It could have been a lot better, but I still got the job done, you know? And so then last week, I've been doing this content for like about a year, and six months of that was actually trying to, you know, fitness coach, you know? Because I really want to help out with people who are struggling to, you know, they think fitness is really complicated. They see all this fitness advice. One person says one thing, another person says another thing. And it's just, I was the same way. It was super complicated. All I wanted to do was just shred fat. Just tell me what to do. I have the ambition. I have the drive. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. Right? And the truth is, no one's going to be there to tell you exactly unless you either hire someone to be your coach, or you go through the trial and error and tribulations and you figure it out yourself. And which, that's the much more painful route. And that's the route that I took. And it was not the best route, but I was just so desperate. I was pretty broke. I'm still kind of, you know, just finding myself out with my financial situation. And after going all through that, I was like, wow, like all I had to do was just this, and this, and avoid this, and this. You know, I made a lot of mistakes. The only way I was able to find out what to avoid now is because I made those mistakes. I was really I was starving myself. I was walking too much. You know, there's such a thing. I was eating less, but I was walking way too much. I was doing way too much cardio. And it really drained me, and I felt low energy. And so from January to like May and June was when I did my first cut, that span. And then, you know, from like June to now, June, July, August was like when I was kind of maintaining around 170, 175 pounds. And, you know, I was still posting content. And at this point, I was like, I really want to help someone out because I felt like I had like a superpower to help people out after what I learned, after all the trials and tribulations I went through. And I want to spread that knowledge. Of course, I tried to spread that knowledge for free. I tried to spread that knowledge, you know, for cheap. And it got some results, but I knew that it could get better results. I've coached some people. I've coached my friends. I've coached a person who was doing like a monthly payment, but they've gotten results, but it was not the best that I know that it's possible, right? Because I've been through it. I know it's possible. And so I was like, you know, unless you pay, you're not going to really pay attention. You have to pay in order to pay attention. And that's when you're really going to pay attention, right? And that's not even, I preface this, that it's not even for the money. It's not even for, you know, any of like the fame either. It's because I know when you pay, you really get on your ass and you actually try, right? I've hired my first coach when I was 18, or was I 18? I believe I was 18. And that's when I first started working at a fast food restaurant. And he God bless him, he was willing to coach me for $50 a month. And that's like nothing, but that was like almost all I had, because I barely had a job, and I was doing, you know, my school. I was doing schoolwork, and it was just, you know, a tough time for me because I was going through a lot of stuff. I was going through breakups. I was going through like family members passing away. I was going through a lot of stuff there. My ACL injury, I had to stop playing soccer for a whole damn year, the thing that I loved the most. I really loved soccer the most, and I was just so devastated when I couldn't play. So I missed my senior year of playing, you know, high school soccer, you know, but I was still able to go to the games and participate with, like, you know, participating, right? Just helping out. Even though I was like almost a nobody in high school, I was pretty shy. I was going through a lot of stuff, and all I wanted to do was just get shredded, get ripped, and I really wanted to just become the best version of myself. And I knew that a lot of people didn't have my vision, and they would call me weird. They would think of me posting content. I posted content around that same time, even though I was very skinny at that time, and people were making fun of it. People were saying I was thirst trapping. People were saying I was, you know, just trying too hard. I was like a junior or senior, right? And then I stopped posting, right? I stopped posting, and I'll get to where I'm going right now. Just give me 1 second. I stopped posting, and then we got to like my first year of college, and I started posting again because I was like, bro, there's no way that, you know, I just let these people stop me from posting. And now that I graduated high school, I didn't have to see those same people anymore. So that got me kind of more comfortable with posting. And so I started posting again. And that's where we come to, like, from July of last year to now. And last week, I was able to, you know, get my first actual high-paying client. And that was super mentally exciting, you know, because I know I get to help someone out. It's not even for the money. It's not even for that. But it's the actual fact that someone can actually trust me and my systems. Because I've been there. I've always wanted to lose the weight. I've always wanted to lose the fat. And now that someone actually is really committed, this whole past, you know, 4 to 5 days or week or so, I've been just freaking on worried about fulfillment. You know, I wanted to help him out. I really want to help him out, but I know that he has to put in the work too. I can't just like hold his hand the whole time. But we're kind of not related. We're like kind of, what do you call it? Not related. What do you call it? We have some things in common, right? We're both Mexican. We're both, you know, we have like the same interests. He's a little bit older than me, but I know that this guy can really, just based off what he told me on our calls, he has the exact potential that I had, that to be able to be lean, to be shredded, to be strong. And he said he's gonna treat his body like a temple. So I was like, bro, I'm so excited for this guy. And it's not even for the money, because I've literally, when we were on the call, he sent me the money. I looked at the account. I got paid just 900 about, was it 900? Yeah, it was 900. And I was like, just stone-headed, right? I didn't make any faces. I didn't make any excitement. All I was worried about was just fulfilling this guy, because that's all I want to do. That was all I want to do. So that's where I'm at right now. And it's been about a week. He's doing his workouts, he's grinding, he's eating right, he's eating better. And now we're just worried about, just getting him to the next level. And I've been working on this for just years, right? Not years. Well, technically years, but for a year straight of consistently, I've been working on this, right? And I just want to show you guys that this is like actually possible, because if you just don't give up, and you keep going and you keep persisting and you stop trying to just get the outcome, if you just let go of the outcome and you just do your thing, people are going to come and get attracted to you, right? They're going to come attracted to you. They're going to want, your help. They're going to want your services. And with whatever you're doing, like, it doesn't even have to be services or coaching. It could be like, I don't know. It could be like, if you have a passion in anything that has to do with helping people or providing a product for people, I want you to know that it takes time. It took me a whole year to now see my first signs of progress, right? And again, it's not even for the money or anything. It's because I want to gain the trust of people to have me help them out. And I've gained some trust from friends and people who, just ask for advice. But now we're getting to the next level of people who are very committed, like this guy. I really want to help him out. And so we're doing that right now. He's going to be on the program, and now just going to be checking up on him here and there. I've had other people in the past who I've coached before. It's just like, this is my first actual high, like, really committed guy. And, I was able to just have him on the team. So in kind of celebration of that, we're going to be going out today with my mom, just because my mom has been a big supporter of my life, and especially during this time of uncertainty where I'm just posting content, I'm getting kind of very little views. I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. I'm consistent as possible. And she's always liking my posts. She's always commenting on them, always trying to give me some sort of support. And God bless her for that, because not many, people out there are willing to support you on the journey. And I'm so blessed to have my mom to be able to be there for me, even though, she might be like on my ass sometimes. She's like, where's the money? Where's the money on TikTok? I was like, it's not even about the money. Where's the money? She's always asking, like, oh, how much money can you make from videos? How much money can you make? My friends who are, I'm still friends with them. I just don't talk to them much anymore. They're always like, are you getting paid? I'm like, no. And they're like, what the fuck is the point? And I'm like, it's not even about the money. But I don't say that because they're going to be like, that's bullshit. Right? Now, eventually, will I want this to be like a full-time thing? Of course, right? But I'm just doing it for the passion right now, because how can you go a year of posting and trying to help out people, trying to put out fitness advice and trying to help out people with motivation and not see results and still keep going, right? It's much more than just the money. So, I mean, not many people will go a whole year of posting, no results, right? Yes, I've gotten some viral videos, but it wasn't really niched to my fitness stuff. I was just going for viral. I was going for virality, and it was just really, really stressful, because I was getting some follows, but nobody was really trying to actually get fitness advice, right? So that's just where I'm at right now. So we're gonna be going out for some tacos, or like this Mexican restaurant. I just said tacos because I'm assuming my mom is gonna get some tacos. She loves tacos. And so I'm gonna take her out. I know it's been about a week, but this whole week I've been just focused on fulfilling on the product with my client now. And there's also some other people I help out, but they're just not as committed as this guy. So we're gonna be going out, taking my mom out for all the support she's given me, and the support she's gonna keep on giving me, assumingly so, right? So and just take her out for some food. This is all I want to do. This is what it's about. I want to help my mom out. I want to give her a nice time, just without having to worry about oh, how much does this cost? How much does this cost? I want to provide the best service to people and only to people who are very committed, right? Only to people who are very committed, because I know my systems work, because I've been through it. I know what to avoid. I know what to do. And I want to spread that knowledge to everyone else, right? And so it's going to be taking my mom out, like I said, for like the 3rd time now. And we're going to be going out for some Mexican food, probably like around 11 o'clock. This is Mexican restaurant I want to take her out to near 2nd Street. And so we're going to be going there. Hopefully she has a nice time. And we're going to go home right now, just work on some stuff beforehand. I keep saying I need to work on that. I just see I feel like I've been saying so many times today. I need to work on my filler words. All right, wait, let me just stop. So yeah, if you watched to this part of the video, I really appreciate you. I'm just gonna make a quick little vlog of me just taking out my mom right now. But we're gonna work on some stuff at home, work on some content. We're gonna do a mock call with someone else who's also trying to do fitness programming or fitness coaching, because he's been helping me with he helped me with the mock call, you know, beforehand. And so I'm gonna do the same for him. Hopefully he has a sales call at the same time, like 2 hours later after our mock call. So hopefully he gets that so he can help him out. Again, we're here to help out people. We're here to fix this obesity thing. It's getting crazy out here. So yeah, let's go get some tacos. Let's go get some food, and let's go have a nice time with my mom. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Am I gonna do a montage? Am I gonna do a vlog? I'm not 100% sure, but I'll see you in the next scene. All right, guys. Here's the fit. Want to go out right now. Taking my mom out. Just did some stuff inside the house. I was on a call with someone, just practicing his mock calls. So, but that's the fit for now. We're gonna get some tacos, or probably tacos, I'm assuming. But just this Mexican restaurant we're gonna go to. So we're gonna have a good time. Let's see what we get. I'm pretty hungry right now. I haven't ate anything or had anything other than the coffee. So feels good. Feels good. So let's go. All right, so we made it to say hi, mommy. We made it to the restaurant. It's a big menu though. It's a huge menu. They got some, let's see, ensaladas. They got some burritos, I think. Hopefully. Yeah, Baja burritos. Let me show you right now. They got some burritos. They got all that stuff. Let me zoom out. They got platos del mar. They got combinations, whatever that is. A lot of options here. Never been here before, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna get yet. Do you know what you're gonna get or no? Not yet? No? It's a lot of options. She might get tacos. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I usually get for the burritos. So it's a breakfast burrito. I might get that actually. Or the Supreme. We'll have to see right now. And these chips with that orange salsa, really good. It's really, really good. I know I'll be able to, you know, get back on track, but I just wanted to come out, just take my mom out for some brunch. Yeah, technically brunch. They just opened right now, so we're gonna order some food. I'll show you what I get. So I got the Supreme bowl with some chicken fajitas, some beans, some rice, and some, I think, guacamole on top. And she got the chile rellenos. I don't think I said it right, but looks super good. Enchilada. Oh, with enchiladas, yeah. So tastes really good though. Tastes really good. So we're finishing this up, and I'll see you after this whole meal and just after I devour all this. All right, guys, so we are back home now from the restaurant. I'm gonna go to my room to work on some content, some programs or such, or whatever I need to get done. But the food was really good. Had a great time with my mom. Wow, it's really dark in here. I had a really great time with my mom. She likes Mexican food a lot, so I just took her to a Mexican place just because it just makes the most sense. It's actually pretty dark in here. Hold on. There we go. I think that's better. Maybe a little bit better. Yeah. But I had a good time. I had a Supreme Bowl, and my mom had what was it, like chile rellenos and enchilada. So that's really good choices right there. And the price wasn't even bad at all. I was like, that's it. I mean, I thought it would be more expensive, but probably just because it's for two people. So, um, anyways, I would pay any price to make her happy. So I just took her out to eat just because I don't do it often, and because she's been my biggest supporter. She's been, with me there, here and there, during my tough times, during whenever I needed her. And I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way about their mom. It's just like you feel. For the longest time, I felt really like bad. And for lack of better words, I felt really bad because I wasn't able to provide much and like treat her out as much as I could compared to how much she's like helped me with my journey. She's helped me with a lot of things, and so I always felt bad whenever I couldn't, at least a lot back then I was like, really stingy with money. I was really stingy with it, and I would just, try to keep it for myself, which is, quite greedy. But now I'm just, trying to be more abundant. I want to give her memories, give my dad memories, give my whole family memories, and I'm trying to do so right now. Even if I don't have, all the finances in the world, that's fine, as long as I just, try to have a good time with my family. So that's what we did today. I'm gonna hang out with my dad later, and this is what it's all about. It's not just about money, but money is a big important part. I'm not saying money is not important. Of course it is, but just what's really about is helping people and making memories with them. Not trying to sound like woo woo right now, but that's just what it's all about. I mean, what's the point of money if you don't spend it, right? And so I just treated her out, and I kind of want to do it more often, but it was quite special today in particular because I'm just starting to see progress with my stuff, right? It meant a lot to me. And I just want to leave this as a timestamp. This is not necessarily like a big achievement or anything, but I think like your first sale of anything is quite a significant part of whatever you're doing. Like if you're trying to sell a product or sell a service, and I just think it's a good time to treat out or like go out or like kind of celebrate, but not necessarily like, oh shit, we did it, we made it. No, it's not that. But I don't think there's anything that's gonna compare to that first sale. I'll maybe maybe like the first 10K month, but that's like a totally different feeling. I'm assuming I haven't felt that, but just wanted to record it, just wanted to timestamp it. We're gonna go out with my dad later. I'm gonna work on some stuff right here. I have my computer open and I'm gonna probably read a little bit and hit my meals. I'm gonna get some ground beef right now, have some in the fridge, and of course we're gonna stay on track, stay as consistent as possible, and just get our physique dialed and loaded with with better fuel, chicken, protein, ground beef, all this healthy stuff. That's what I promote. I promote healthy eating, healthy lifestyle, and just having fun, right? So that's gonna be the end for this YouTube video. If you watch this to the end, I really genuinely appreciate it, because I'm just like, I'm very small channel. I have 500 subscribers, probably most of them from YouTube Shorts, but some YouTube videos have been getting a couple hundred views, which I'm like, wow, it's crazy, right? So appreciate you for watching. Really grateful. If you want to dial in your physique, you want to get lean and shredded the right way without having to make big mistakes. I wasn't gonna throw it, but I swear. Without having to make big sacrifices, big mistakes. Like, you're gonna make sacrifices, of course, but I took big sacrifices that ended up playing against me. All right, I could have done it more efficiently, could have got my body more efficiently better, and no, I could have got my body more shredded in a better and efficient way, right? So if you want to do that, I'm gonna leave the link probably in the description or the comments, and hopefully you stick around. I appreciate you if you're subscribed. Really appreciate that, and I'll see you in the next one.